Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about a question that I've been getting so much for the longest time on YouTube since I've been vlogging my life a lot. So today we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about why I decided to move to Jamaica. So many of you guys are just really intrigued and you guys are interested and want to hear my thoughts and opinions, everything like that. So this might be a long video, so you guys just want to make sure when you're watching this you're comfortable, you're not in your own little space, so you guys don't miss out on anything. Okay, all right. So a lot of people ask me why I decided to move to Jamaica, and ultimately the reason I decided to do this is because I wanted to. And I'm also going to go into a little bit more depth of why I decided to and why would I leave Canada and all of these things. Now, I am in Jamaica right now, if anyone's wondering. Right now, filming this video in Jamaica. Let's talk about me a little bit, and then we're going to go into how I am as a person, merged over to why I decided to move. Okay, so who am I? If you're new to my channel or you're just stopping by because this video intrigued you, hi, how are you? So a lot of people are new to my channel, or they've been subscribed to me a lot, but they don't really know a lot about me. Guys, I've done a get to know me tag on my channel, so I'm going to link it. It's a little bit old, but all the information that I talk about is very relevant. So I was born in Canada, guys. I was born in Canada, but both of my parents are Jamaican. So mother and father are Jamaican. Now, since I was born in Canada, it doesn't mean that I was in Canada my whole life. So ever since I could remember, we've been going to Jamaica a lot and spending like 2-3 months every summer. Once a year, maybe sometimes we'll go 2 times in 1 year to Jamaica and spend our time, right? So I am also Jamaican. If people know, I'm Canadian because I was born in Canada, but I'm also Jamaican by descent. So you can be Jamaican by descent, and you can be Jamaican based on being born in Jamaica, and you can be Jamaican based on just migrating to Jamaica and getting your citizenship, all that. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that someone can still be Jamaican even though they were born in like Canada, brought to Jamaica at like 1 year old and grew up? But vice versa, someone who was born in Jamaica and they left at 1 year old and they grew up in like Ireland or UK. Because I know a lot of people who was born in Jamaica, but they moved to like America, Canada, and a lot of them actually don't know a lot about Jamaica, Jamaicans. They just know that they're Jamaican, their parents is Jamaican. However, they're not really interested in the culture and all of that. So I'm basically Jamaican by descent. I'm just Jamaican as a whole because I grew up in Jamaica. I went to school. I got sent to primary school in Jamaica. Like, this is stuff, like, a lot of people think that this is my first time in Jamaica because just the way I speak. But guys, you need to know that I've been going to Jamaica prior to me vlogging Jamaica. It's just only when I saw her name is actually Life as Tatiana. I don't think she even does YouTube anymore. But one day I went upon her channel, like I found her channel, this is like years ago, and she was recording Jamaica, and I was like, why have I never thought about this? Like, I was so fascinated with her and her channel, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start doing it too. Like, we go to Jamaica, and I brought it up to my family. I'm like, we go to Jamaica like all the time, and we're there for so long. I should start posting our videos on YouTube because I grew up, let me tell you guys, grew up in a creative family. So my dad was into music, DJing, all of that. DJing as in like a sound system. Having a sound system and stuff in Canada. Anyway, so I grew up with that, and then my mom on the other side, she's really into taking photos. So we always had pictures, videos. My mom was always doing that in the house, taking pictures and videos of everyone. And so we always had cameras, video cameras in the house. So whenever we went on vacation, we always brought it with us and took pictures. And we always we have so much pictures over the years and videos. So then I saw her and I was like, I need to start doing this. I was so fascinated. So because of her, I decided that I wanted to show Jamaican content. Now, I was starting YouTube because I was just fascinated with YouTube and being able to just talk on camera and like do things that people are interested in and yeah, make it a living. And I graduated university. I legit have no responsibilities in the sense that like I don't have any children. So because of that, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to follow my heart and do the things that I love. And that's why I'm going to move to Jamaica, because ever since I could remember, when we were younger and we used to leave Jamaica and stuff, I used to be so sad. I'm like, oh my God, the summer is over. We have to go back to Canada. I'm so sad. I just love Jamaica. I just feel so connected. When I was first introduced to Jamaica at a young age and like growing up, once I started getting older in like elementary school, primary school, I was just like, no, like I really, really like Jamaica. And I used to come back and compare it to Canada, Jamaica. I was like, no, I like how I feel in Jamaica. I like how I am in Jamaica. I just like Jamaica. Jamaica just felt like somewhere that was for me. I always said, I was like, I'm going to move back to Jamaica. I'm going to move back to Jamaica. I'm going to move back to Jamaica. If there's one thing that people can compare to me in Canada with me, they'll just say Jamaica. Anything Annesha Adams, Jamaica. Yeah, so I'm done university. I have no responsibility, so I don't have no children. I moved out my apartment in Canada, and then I moved to Jamaica to one of my mom's houses. So basically, I feel amazing. So as I was talking about, like, I just knew, like, Jamaica was my end goal, like, to live. And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. But yeah, basically, I'm like, I'm moving to Jamaica. So I decided that you guys can watch my whole moving vlog. I'm going to link it for you guys if you guys are interested. A lot of people are like, oh, what's the process to move? How do you move? I show it in the video. I show you guys me going to the Jamaica consulate, all of that. But again, comment down below if you want me to sit down and do like a talking video of exactly the steps that you have to take to be able to move down here. I can do that, but I feel like I showed it through action and a vlog style in that video. Yeah, so I feel good. Like, do I regret moving to Jamaica? No, I don't. I went to Canada recently just for a week because I had graduation and stuff for university, and I didn't miss anything at all. I was like, I don't miss this, and I stayed for like a week, and I came back and I was so happy. I feel so good about making the decision to move, and if you feel like you want to do it, if you feel like you want to move to Jamaica and you have like 1 child, 2 children, do it. You can do it. I'm telling you guys, in life, I feel like life is too short to not do the things that you like, okay? And not do the things that you love. And that's one reason why I decided to move to Jamaica, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay in Canada and I'm just going to work. This is like before I was able to do YouTube full time. I was just like, okay, I'm going to stay in Canada. I'm going to be working at a job that, okay, yeah, I'm interested in, but am I going to be fulfilled at the end of the day? I'm going to work, just go home, sleep, I don't know, go on the internet and watch videos of people going to Jamaica and enjoying life and having fun, and wake up the next morning and work again and come home and sleep and eat and go out shopping. And that's mainly what I did in Canada. Like, I've tried going to a lot of like Jamaican-based places in Canada and going to a lot of dance-out parties and social events with Jamaican people and everything like that, and staying connected like with the Jamaican community. But again, if you live in Canada or you live outside of Jamaica, you know what I mean? It's not the same feeling. Yeah, I was just like, no, I can't do this. I have no responsibilities. I have my degree with me. Let's go. So I followed my heart, and I was like, you know what? Life's too short. I'm not going to sit in Canada being depressed. Like, I'm thankful for Canada and I love Canada. I will not ever not say I don't love Canada and I'm not thankful. But like, I just felt like my heart belonged to Jamaica, and everything about Jamaica was me, okay? If you guys are ever deciding to move to Jamaica, I would recommend you guys do it. Obviously, you're going to have to think about it and plan out a lot of things before you move, but if this is something that you genuinely want to, and you know that you feel much more at peace and you're happier, just like I do when I'm down here, do it. Because when I'm down here, I feel more passionate about doing the things that I like. I'm eating the foods that I like. I'm around the culture that I like that. Jamaican culture and music is everything that I like, okay? So I'm just always around it all the time. I love listening to dancehall music. I love listening to reggae music. I love eating Jamaican food. I like being in Jamaica around Jamaican people. I just feel like I'm connected. I feel more passionate about life. I love life more. I'm happier. And trust me, if you feel like you're depressed or you're contemplating like, oh, I want to move back to Jamaica, but like, I can't for these set of reasons, just think it out and plan it out. And trust me, you'll be able to do the things that you want. Because I knew as soon as I was done university and I was free from anything that was holding me back in Canada, and school was literally the only thing, I made the leap and I was like, I'm going to do it. And I know not everyone's reality is the same. I can say that I'm fortunate enough that we have houses in Jamaica that if I leave Canada and I move to Jamaica, I will have a place to stay and I'll have my own room and things like that. I'm going to talk about housing too, because if you're planning on moving to Jamaica, you want to ensure that you're either staying with someone that you know is genuine and they won't be like acting different after a month or two that you're living with them. You want to be able to know that if you're going to stay with someone for a bit until you get your own place, that they're genuine and they will want you there, okay? Or if not, you want to ensure that you have a place that you are comfortable with when you're moving to Jamaica. You're not going to leave like a decent household in like Canada or America, wherever you live, and then move into an area in Jamaica where the living conditions are not the same as how you're used to and how you would want. So you have to think about that stuff. Like, are you moving from a place to like the same conditions, liberty, everything like that? So you guys have to think about that and weigh your pros and your cons, okay? I moved from a house in Canada that was decent to a house that is very nice in Jamaica. So I was like, okay, this is something I wanted to do because I'm just passionate. I don't have no I have no responsibilities and I'm working while I'm down here and I live in a decent place while I'm down here. So you guys plan it out. I just wanted to. That's it. I wanted to. Jamaica is my heart, my soul, my everything. And if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe because I do a lot more like Jamaican based things. I'm mainly a lifestyle channel, but I do a lot of Jamaican how-tos, tips, everything. Again, guys, I hope this video at least like inspires you a little bit to move. I want you guys to move down. I want you guys to do things that you like because again, life is actually short. It sounds so cliche, but I look at it now and I'm like, oh my God, like the years are going by so fast. I'm getting older every year. Why am I living the way that I'm not happy with? I just was not raised to do things that I don't genuinely like or I'm not genuinely passionate about. So you guys should do. I feel like people should not be stuck doing things that they don't like. And if you are, just know it's not going to be a forever thing. Everything will pass and you'll be able to start living the life that you want, okay? But again, it all comes to planning. Now, my goals for the future in Jamaica. So I'm going to be living here. I'm going to be building a house in the future. That's what my plans are. And like just ending up opening a business, which you guys will, like everything will be filled in the future, like way into the future if you guys are still following me and stuff. Just because I'm living in Jamaica is not equating to me not going back to Canada to visit for like a week or two. I don't see myself staying for longer than a week or two unless it's like necessary. But other than that, I don't see myself, I will always be like visiting like probably like once a year back to Canada and then traveling to different parts of the world because I really want to travel to other islands since I'm like closer to it, since I'm in an island. And yeah, a lot of people talk about the crime in Jamaica. Like, oh my God, why would you move to Jamaica and the crime is so high? Let me tell you guys something. Right now in Toronto, they've actually launched a lot of crime reduction projects in like Ontario, the Toronto area, because they feel like there's a gun problem and the crime is skyrocketing. But I just want to let you guys know that like there's a crime problem in Ontario, Canada too, and we're all okay, just like how they say that there's a crime problem and state of emergencies are happening in certain areas in Kingston or around the parish. Everyone's okay. Life is still going on. And I want people to know that I just feel like what is shown on the media is only like the worst of the worst. And it's like rare cases and rare things that don't happen on a regular. And I'm not saying that crime doesn't happen. I'm just saying that you guys need to be aware. What you see on social media and stuff is not really like a reflection of everyday life. And it's okay. Everyone's fine down here. People still live in Jamaica. People still travel to Jamaica. I'm okay. I've been okay. Anywhere you go in this world, anywhere you live in this world, you're going to be cautious for yourself. If you have children, if you have friends, family, any of that. So I don't feel like people should use that as a problem. Comment down below and let me know what you think. People always wonder if I'm going to move back to Canada. And I would say I would only go back to Canada if it's necessary, but I don't see myself moving back. So my goal is to have a townhouse in Canada, just so in case I have to go back for like appointments, anything necessary that I'm going to have to stay for like a few months in Canada, that I'm going to have my own place. So I'm going to do that actually, and I'm just going to have that just in case anything. So yeah, I wouldn't call it move back, but I would ensure that I would have a place in Canada just so in case I have to go back for shopping or anything like that, I'll have my own place to go back to. People ask me what made me make that big step to move. And I feel like I told you guys it's all about how I felt. So I have goals here. So people ask, was the transition difficult? Again, I have the vlog that I'm going to link, but I'm going to talk about this really, really quickly. The transition was easy for me, guys, because again, I told you I've been going to Jamaica my whole life. I don't know nothing outside of Jamaica and Canada. Like these things, I know Jamaica as much as I know Canada. Was the transition easy? Yes, because we moved back to an area that I know. So the Manchester, like Spaldings, Christiana area. I know these areas really well, so the transition is easy. Not only that, we have a place. Now, that's why I told you guys the transition might be a little bit more difficult if you don't already have your own place in Jamaica or you don't really have anywhere. You're going to have to find a place and then move down and all that, right? Yeah, so I already have a house, car, like I already have my TRN, like I already have my citizenship. I already have all these things that I've had from when I was a little baby. Compared to someone who would move back and be like, oh my gosh, I have to start over, I have to buy a car, I have to get a place to stay. I'm gonna have to get this, right? But it's all a process that's going to be rewarding in the end, okay? So the weather in Jamaica is my type of weather. I like the warmness. I like not wearing a lot of clothes. I like the hot weather. And in Jamaica, like the temperature changes depending on what time of year it is, right? So, and I noticed I would want to live in like the Manchester area, the North Clarendon area, because the weather was my type. It's like cooler and I like it. And that's all I can manage. I noticed a lot of people were commenting on my videos and it's like, oh my gosh, I would love to know why you decided to move to Jamaica, because the cost of living is like one of the highest in the Caribbean. And I agree with that completely by 100,000%. Now, some things in Jamaica is obviously more affordable, but majority of like the things that you actually need for like building a house or having in your house or buying it down here is very high, because you're going to be paying like quadruple the price that how you would pay in Canada. So say if you're buying a TV at Best Buy for, I don't know, $200 down here, that same exact TV would be $400. So it's either you pay the $400, I'm just using Canadian currency, you pay the $400 for the TV, or you get the $200, you go and buy the $200 online when you're in Canada and put it in your suitcase and bring it down or ship it down. So you have to think about the pros and cons, and a lot of things you have to do that with that down here. So say something you'll get at the dollar store in Canada and you'll pay $1 for that in Canada. In Jamaica, you're going to be paying like $10 for, and the quality is okay. I feel like the cost of living is high, and for some things and in some areas and some places, but I think I spend a lot more money down here than I do in Canada. Like at one point I was spending 10 grand a day, but maybe people spend that all the time. I don't know. I was spending like 10 grand, which is like $110 Canadian, especially if I'm just out, and like grocery shopping and everything like that is so much more higher down here. And I have to look at stuff like that. I have to compare, like, okay, in Jamaica, I'm paying like 2 grand for this. Would I pay that amount in Canada? And then I would be like, okay, it doesn't make sense for me to ship it down, because if I ship it down, I'm going to have to clear it. And how much would I pay for that? So maybe I should just bite my tongue and buy it down here. So I feel like a lot of people know this. Again, guys, if you're finding this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment down below if you guys have any questions throughout this video. I will answer them. I answer all questions. And I'm thinking of doing like a mukbang. So you guys can leave your question. If you have any more questions from this video, comment them down below and I'll respond to them in a mukbang. I think that would be good. Would you guys like to see that? Like up this video, comment down below if you guys would like to see me answering your questions in a Q&A form with a mukbang. Is vacationing in Jamaica different than living down there? Yes and no. I go out a lot here, so it's slightly a little bit in this. The only difference from vacationing and living down here is that you're gonna be watching your money a little bit more than if you would be on vacation, and you're not gonna be maybe going out as much as you usually would. Okay, and you would obviously work. So okay, people are always asking me like, oh, did you go down as a returning resident or did you just go down right there? I went down like regular because I'm Jamaican, I have my Jamaican passport, my citizenship and everything like that. So I just went down, bought a ticket, went down, and then that was it. They were like, hey, welcome back, welcome, da-da-da, like the simple stuff, and then I left. Oh, I didn't go as a returning resident. I don't think you should. Even if you're moving back to Jamaica, I don't even feel like you should come back as a returning resident, because people are just so fast in your business. I don't know, it's up to you guys, but I didn't do that. Ask that question again in the comments if you're really interested if someone should or not, and I'll let you know. People ask me, how do you get a job down in Jamaica? What are some jobs that are available? I'm so interested in moving down too. What's your job? People ask me, what's your job? It's so funny because I'm like, you watching my video is my job. Now I spend my full time with YouTube and being a content creator. So that's how I made my job. And I feel like that's the main reason how I was able to move back to Jamaica. Because with my job, I can live anywhere around the world and I'll be able to get paid. So my job is basically online. So I post online on YouTube. I work with brands. I go to social events. And that's how I make my money, guys. So basically, me as a brand is how I make my money. And a lot of people ask me that, and I just giggle all the time because I'm like, you guys can't tell. Like, you can actually make a living from YouTube and working with other brands and companies and just being a content creator in general. And yeah, so I feel like that's how it was so easy for me. And I feel like that's not going to be the same for everyone else. That's not the reality. Not everyone's going to be able to just pack up from their job and just move down here. But trust me, there are jobs down here, guys. Honestly, I remember when I was going to go to university down here, and I was like, okay, let me start applying for jobs in the summer because I'm going to need the job while I'm in university down here. And there was just so much jobs to apply to. In the future, if I decide that I want to start working somewhere with my degree, I'm definitely going to update you guys. And if you guys want a video on like where you guys can apply to get jobs and how you guys can get jobs down here, I can definitely do that. Like up this video if you guys want that, or comment that down below, because I will definitely try to help as many people. I'm telling you, Jamaica is paradise, my love, my heart, my soul. I don't see myself living anywhere else. So I can travel anyway. Like, say next year if I decide that I want to move to LA, which is not going to happen, I can do that because this is my job. YouTube is my job. Creating content for you guys is my job. You guys basically employ me. So I'm so thankful if you guys are still watching this video. Is it difficult to live in Jamaica? I don't know what that means, but all I know is, so you want to ensure that you're always having, you're going to have money. Just like anywhere else in this world, you're going to want to ensure that you have money to be able to sustain your lifestyle that you want to live. It's not difficult to live down here. Anyone can do it. And I feel like if you are someone who's an entrepreneur or you know a trade, it'll be really easy for you to start your own job or company down here because you know a trade. Let me tell you, people who are doing nails down here or makeup or selling clothes, who are in like the whole dancehall scene or just like the beauty community and stuff like that, they are making money, okay? You will make money because you can just rent a little spot and then start making money. Promote yourself, market yourself, and make some money. And again, not everyone's really into that. Everyone doesn't have the personality to be like their own boss, their own entrepreneur. I understand that. You can work for people. A lot of places are hiring. If you have a degree, that'll be really good. Try and find a field in which you work. If you really are wanting to move down here, be dedicated, save money, and you guys can do it. I made the leap of moving down here and not turning back. I love it so much. I don't regret it, and I'm gonna continue living down here. Yeah, that's really it for today's video, you guys. Comment down below and let me know if you guys liked this video and found it informative. I feel like maybe I didn't answer everything, but I was talking a lot. So if I missed any questions, again, you guys comment down below and I will answer them in another video, or I'll just respond to the comment. Guys, I know a lot of people are like, how do I move down with children to Jamaica? You guys, I know so many people who move down to Jamaica and they have like 2 children, they have 5 children, 6, 7. They move down here. Again, just start planning, saving, make sure you guys have a space for your children. And again, when we moved down to Jamaica, when we were younger and we moved to Jamaica, like when I started going to primary school and stuff down here, we moved down to our own place. Okay, and then got like us all registered into school. We went to school. Me being exposed to Jamaica at a young age really opened my mind to a lot of things, and I feel like that's one of the best experiences that I could ever got. I feel like if I never wasn't exposed to Jamaica, like my parents were so Jamaican. Like my parents were one of those people, no matter where you are, like they were unapologetically Jamaican. And I feel like in Ontario, Canada, being Jamaican scene and culture is really influential in Canada. So I just feel like I was around it a lot and I don't regret it. That's it. Guys, you guys can move to Jamaica too. Don't let anyone discourage you. Oh, a lot of people ask me, did people discourage me to come to Jamaica? No, my parents were so supportive. My sisters, everybody that I know was so supportive. The only thing that people would always ask me like, oh, why would you go? Why would you go? I think I only heard someone once that was like, why would you move to Jamaica? Like, Jamaica's only for vacation. You can't live there. And like people were just so, I was just like, no, like you can. And I was being so happy. I would be like the spokesperson of Jamaica. Overall, everyone was so supportive. No one really discouraged me. Everyone's like, oh, you're gonna move? Okay, good. Let me help you. Let me do this. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, I can't believe you're actually moving. Like, wow, you're leaving Canada. And people ask, why would you leave Canada for Jamaica? Guys, sometimes your passion and your love in your heart is, I feel like you should do that in life. Do the things that you love so your life is fulfilling. And I feel like a lot of people are depressed and they don't know what to do with their life because they're doing things that they don't genuinely love. Do things that you love and you will feel fulfilled. Again, I'm so young and I did it. You don't have to be any age. I know people who move back to Jamaica at like 40 and 50, all 70 years old people move back to Jamaica. I don't think I would wait that long, but 60 years old, 70, 40, 30, because they're just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And guys, live a life that you love, that you're satisfied with, that you're happy with, and you're going to see things going your way, okay? I know a lot of people want to leave Jamaica because of jobs, and a lot of people or living conditions, and then a lot of people want to move to Jamaica, but they're just so scared because they're like, I'm gonna need a job. Like, I'm not gonna come to Jamaica and just move down here and just idle. And I know a lot of people are torn. They're like, oh my God, like I really want to go back to Jamaica, but my life wasn't that great, and my life is a little bit better now living in this country. So guys, you have to weigh your pros and cons, and you guys will know what you guys will want to do. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope I helped you guys in a way. Again, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I post every other day on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Au revoir. Bye. But here's some more videos if you want to watch.